Hello everyone, and welcome back to Alan Wake 2. This is the final draft, and I don't have all of the time in the world to replay the entire game again on New Game Plus, as much as I would love to. Just in a very busy period at the moment, and to be able to go through all of that game again just to pick up the crumbs and see what's new and what's different, just don't have that really in me right now to go through the game again, but I really want to see what is new and I really want to discuss it and talk about it with everyone. So we are going to watch through and react all of the new content in the final draft. So it's about like a 13-minute video showing all of the new stuff and all of the details. I'm sure that there's probably more, like there's probably not a full collection of all of the subtle differences, because the fact that you're going through for another loop in New Game Plus, down and down the spiral is really fantastic. I had such a great time with the playthrough myself, but yeah, I need to react to it immediately, and if I sit down and play through the game again, it'll be just like a long time investment that I just don't have it in me right now. But we're going to sit down and we're going to watch all of the new content in the final draft. So let's take a look at the differences, shall we?
Back to the beginning, with the memory of the past loop already fading fast. But while it lingers, I know there's hope.
There's the bullet.
We're not doomed to repeat our failures in an eternal loop. This is a spiral.
Oh, that's cool. Brand new dialogue to open the game with, which is amazing because it fits so well with the last image being the first image of Alan being shot in the head with a silver bullet. That's incredible. And it gave him the idea that he needed.
Beyond the shadow you settle for, there is a miracle illuminated. I will not settle for a shadow. I'll find the miracle through the night.
A fictional poet once said. There you go. Thomas Zane, the fictional poet.
It's not just victims and monsters. I see now there are heroes as well. We can find our way through the darkness. We will break through the surface. We will emerge into the light.
We will emerge into the light. That's really, really cool. The subtitles glitched out there, sadly. But it's not just victims and monsters. There are also heroes. Alan Wake's writing skills are improving. With the help of Saga. That's really awesome. Oh, yes, and of course, you retain your items and charms and such from the previous playthrough. This dude looks like he did not have a lot. Doesn't even have the other shotgun.
Saga bent down to inspect the body on the table.
Yes, new manuscript pages. Oh, that's good. And you can tell that they're new because they don't have scratched out edits on them. That's really sweet. Cool. So, new manuscript pages to be found that are easily identifiable as Alan's final draft. I like that a lot.
Saga bent down to inspect the body on the table. Somehow it felt familiar. The straps, the heart, the mutilated corpse laying on the rain-soaked wood. Like deja vu. She chased the source of the feeling. Found nothing. None of the victims from her past cases resembled this one. It didn't feel like anything from her past. More like something from a dream. From a life she could barely remember. Maybe one that wasn't even hers. Then the feeling passed. Like a shadow in the trees shifting with the wind. Saga blinked. Shook the feeling from her head. She turned her focus back on the work. There was a lot to do. Casey and the deputy were watching her. She had a feeling this would be an exciting case.
Smart, cool.
Time is broken here. Maybe time never worked the way we think it does. It loops around. And yet it goes forward.
More of the writer's journey videos, cool.
I was finding remnants of the earlier loops, earlier drafts of my writing. The murder sites that I had left clues, mementos for myself to guide me on, but maybe that's only part of it.
The ritual to lead you on.
If time is not a straight line, then there are loops beyond these loops. Vast complex superstructures beyond what's happening to me now, ahead of me. And I'm there as well, a version of me, something I have become, some elevated, enlightened virgin, an archon, a demiurge, a demon of some sort, playing a secret game, building something, his past self a pawn to get him there, a deus ex machina pushing me there. I hate the idea, a crazy, intrusive thought. And yet, no crazier than anything else here.
Oh, that's cool.
What version of myself was I?
That's so cool.
Where was I in this grand loop?
He's wearing this celebrity outfit. Where was I in this grand loop? And helping yourself get there. Oh, the glitching TVs make sense now. It's actually supposed to be something.
Formerly of the Federal Bureau of Control.
Nice.
I think the signal is coming through now. Are you receiving me?
Yeah, it wasn't received on the last loop, but it is now.
Something shifted. The previously observed interference disrupting my broadcast is gone. Fluctuation in gravitational force.
That's so cool.
Out of the way, or my relative position to a change, but
So we would have the TVs glitch and you try and interact with it, but like nothing was there. And I was like, oh, did I miss like a video? I love that it was intentional, and it's Dr. Darling. That's incredible.
the alignment or the condition of this whole plane spiraled to a more favorable position.
Spiraled. A more favorable position.
The ordinary rules of reality do not apply here. Best I can describe this place is a dreamscape. But who's the dreamer? And how do you wake up from this dream? I've been taking readings with the limited equipment I've been able to secure. Some riveting data accumulating. Hypotheses taking shape. My struggle with this is that the way this place works makes any hypothesis immediately come back to alter and contaminate the data. Anyway, I've been working to capture and isolate and amplify certain frequencies from the background radiation ambient noise, so let's see what happens.
Oh, we got... There we go.
The deeper into the dark depths I got, peeling off the layers.
Does he say, hey, that sounds like me?
Like the ocean zones, from twilight to midnight to abyssal deep trenches. The closer I'm going now, peeling off. This voice, the narration, from twilight to midnight to abyssal keeps going forever. This leads me to believe it's what's holding this place together. It's making it real. Is this the voice of the dreamer? What's strange is it sounds a little bit like my voice.
Yes. I was hoping they would acknowledge that. That's incredible. That's cool, because that's going to weird out Dr. Darling now, because he's like, wait a minute, it sounds like my voice. Am I the dreamer? Is this some sort of loop in the future? And he's going to go down his own little rabbit hole there. That's spectacular. It's like, oh, it sounds like me.
The cult was just the beginning of the spiral.
Really, Anderson? The salt shaker? We've come to this? You loosened the top while I was getting the napkins? Didn't you? Ah, it's in my pockets! It's in my shoes. Stop laughing.
There's actually dialogue for that now. That's cool.
I never deserved her.
Oh, and then it gets added in here. Wow.
Casey trusts me. I know he does. I'll just let him down again. My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic.
We were afraid we'd miss you again. So good to see you.
Oh, wow. They're in New York. That's so funny.
We caught you, kiddo. We missed you first time around.
Oh, wow.
We've been performing on Door's show. We finally buried the hatchet.
Nice.
I haven't buried shit, bro. We're just helping Tom.
We finally buried the hatchet. The feud with Dor.
Come with me.
Our time back there is done. But you got this, dear Saga. Adi has set up a puddle for you to swim out of. Once more with feeling.
I wish
Oh,
we could
wow.
die together.
This isn't goodbye, kiddo. Tom told us not to say anything about what's coming. But we'll see each other again.
Spoilers. Oh, that's awesome. So they're just chilling. And then when they're in the night, when they're playing the show, they're just in their younger forms. That's incredible. Artie helping us out.
Alan?
Saga, I finished it. The ending we talked about.
I have the clicker. And the bullet of light. Let's do this. I have to be the one to do it.
I see it clearly now. This part at least. Okay. We have met here before. Time loops in the dark place. Every choice you make affects everything that comes before and after you make it. He's here. Like it does when you change a detail in a story you're writing.
Casey?
Stretch! Now!
When the bullet of light blew the darkness out of the crater of my skull, the dark presence was born from the remains, feeding on the horror around it to grow. It found me writing. It tapped into me, influenced me. I was lost in my work. The link was severed when I finished Return, but the dark presence was hungry for more. And I was missing the small part of myself that it had been born from. Alice, love is strange.
Ooh.
Even apart, we're still together in our memories. We put each other through hell to set us free. Again and again. Different versions of us. Alice helped me get there. Where I needed to be. It has taken so long. The process to change reality is so delicate. To be true in just the right way and still find a way past our flaws. So many drafts, so many photographs, so many lives lived outside of time. An eternity apart on this journey to finally arrive here.
Okay. Alice mentioned. So yeah, Alan and Alice just switching places. Oh, is she gonna answer this time?
Is it over? Anderson.
Are you kidding? Oh.
Logan?
Yes.
Are you alright?
I had a terrible nightmare. Can you come home, Mom?
Oh, baby. It's over now. You're alright. I'm here. I'm on my way home. I love you.
Nice. She picked up. Okay, good. I was like, no way, they just did that again. I was convinced. that they just teased us for the future once again. That's good. Whoa! Hello.
Wake.
He woke up. The third eye is open.
Ending worked. Scratch is gone.
Alice.
At last.
Thank you, my love.
The actress for Alice did such a great job.
Bear the torch of knowledge, the light, the miracle illuminated, the master of two worlds. No, the master of many worlds.
That's such a great line. The master of many worlds. That's how it ends. Okay. The master of many worlds. That's really sweet. So he's written the ending where he essentially survives. Alice did an incredible job having pretty much like nobody to bounce off, just like her just monologuing, at nothing. But she did a really great job selling that emotional aspect of the story. So Alan is awake and he is free of the dark presence, free of Scratch, and Casey, Saga, and Alan are all doing fine. So they're all going to be out of the dark place, and Logan's alive and everything is fine there, so she can go back to Logan and Dave. Tor and Odin are staying in the dark place with Warland Orr. Tim Breaker is still in the dark place too, and so is Alice. So our story is not over yet. Alice swapped with Alan, so we effectively find ourselves at the same point at the beginning of the first game, which is so funny because it's a spiral, right? So now we've got to try and get Alice out, right? We've got to try and figure out how to get Alice out of the dark place and others potentially. Will that be DLC? Will that be Alan Wake 3? Who knows? But we've got Alan saying he's the master of two worlds, and then, no, I'm the master of many worlds. That's really, really awesome. I love that a lot. The stuff that does get added is really sweet. I expect that there's probably some more manuscript pages that were not shown in this video, because I'd have a hard time believing it was just like the one manuscript page. Dr. Darling having his experimentation take place and him trying to figure this out as well, like people all trying to go, what the hell's going on here, is amazing, formerly of the FBC. We have so much to look forward to with the DLC and Control 2, and even if they decide to do another Alan Wake story at some point, we can only wait and find out. Will the Max Payne remakes tie in some sense? Maybe. Who knows? I would be totally on board if they did. There'll probably be some nods to Alex Casey in some sense. But I'm happy that I watched this video and took it all in one go for sure, just to get an exposure to what's going on. So we have a good ending for Alan. He's written the ending, so the dark presence is now gone. The bullet in his brain is like a part of him now. His third eye opened. Great stuff. Eagerly anticipating the first DLC release, which I believe is Night Springs. So that opens the door up for some weird stuff to take place for sure. It might even be like Logan and Saga are like on the couch, like watching it, and then we get to like witness some weird events take place. We'll just have to wait until Remedy release some content for us to watch and then play. So thank you so much for joining me for our ending of Alan Wake 2 for now, as we checked out the final draft content, and I will see you when the Alan Wake 2 DLC drops.